We have all heard the word intelligent before. We have either been called that or we've called someone else that. But what does it mean to be an intelligent person? I could spend the whole week talking about that. But for this video, I'll talk about a specific theory by Howard Gardner, his multiple intelligence theory. I will explain what his claim is, as well as how we can use these different intelligences in the actual world. So, it is important to recognize that there are different mental capacities and that we have strengths and weaknesses. And for me, I have enjoyed and appreciated that I can identify my strengths and also use those to improve areas that I might not do so well in. So, moving on from that, what is his claim? Well, in a video, Howard Gardner himself presented at a Blackboard conference in 2016. He outlined his theory as well as named some of the intelligence types, and he also explained how they can be used in a classroom setting, aka a real world setting. And the main idea is that there is no one singular type of intelligence. We don't just have one computer in our brains with one function. We have multiple computers with specific functions for each of them. So there are 8 basic types of intelligence. For this video, I will just discuss 2. The first one that I will talk about is verbal linguistic intelligence. This is the ability to understand the sound, meaning, and rhythm of words. People that have a high verbal linguistic intelligence tend to be eloquent writers and speakers, as well as effective and quick language learners. The second one that I'll talk about is interpersonal intelligence. This is your people skills. Someone that has a high interpersonal intelligence can come off as very empathetic and insightful. They tend to be good regulators of social group dynamics. So now that we know a couple of them, what will they look like in the real world? Well, let's say that I have a high verbal linguistic intelligence. I learned quite a bit of languages. Well, not quite a bit, maybe just a few, but still impressive nonetheless. And I tend to be a good writer. Well, let's also say that I'm not a people person. I have a hard time getting along and communicating with other people. Well, how can I use my verbal linguistic skills to be a better communicator? Well, one idea with a verbal linguistically intelligent person is that they understand the nuance with words. They understand how different words can have several different meanings. Well, I can use that knowledge to convey my feelings as well as analyze others. What are they feeling? How can I say this in an effective manner so that I can have more constructive and peaceful conversations with people? This is how Howard Gardner intended his theory to be used to, one, identify different areas that people can have strengths in, but also to identify that and use it to improve weaker areas. So, what I want you guys to leave with is that there's not just one type of intelligence. There are multiple areas where you can be intelligent in, but also to recognize where your strengths are and think about how can I use the skills that I already have to improve areas that I might not do so well in. So thank you for listening, and I hope that you have found this useful.